Good morning. So I'm getting ready to go to work, but I just got asked a question that was very interesting. So I thought maybe I need, hi Tara, how are you? Tara, I bet you've been asked the same exact question. I haven't said what it is yet, but I thought this was this probably isn't the best time to answer this question, and I answered this question in a private message and we went back and forth a few times. Hi, Debbie. But I was just asked this question that really kind of spurred me to get on here while I'm getting ready. I don't even have my makeup on, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm not going to talk about what I'm using, but I'm just going to talk about what's going on and why I'm going to talk about this. So I was just asked by somebody that knows me really well. I've known for numerous years, and they didn't say it in a mean or derogatory way at all, but they were curious, and they even started the conversation off with, I'm just curious because I've known you for so long. And the question was, are you ready? The question was, why do I work a business? Why am I working this business? What is it? Why do I do this? Hi, Hi, Erica. Hi, Helga. Hi, Jessica. Why do I work this business? And she honestly just was curious as to what it was about this business or why I felt I needed it. Was I broke? Did I lose my job? Hi, Sandy. She was honestly curious, and I am so glad that she asked me that question because it really, I'm trying to find something here. It really made me think about it, even though I know why. Hold on, I'm trying to find my concealer. And I thought it was right there, but apparently it isn't. There it is. Okay, sorry. So, hi Aston, hi Sarah. So she asked me, she was super nice about it. She wasn't trying to be rude. I've known this woman for many, many years. And she asked me why it is, because she knows that I work. She asked me why I do what I do. And at first I was kind of like, that's kind of an odd question, but I went with it. And I'm really glad I did. And here's why. Because when I started this business, I'll tell you, it was just to get the mascara. I just wanted the mascara, and it was $29, or I could get a huge kit of makeup, and I love makeup, for $99. So it really just made sense. And I told her that. I said, it just made sense financially for me to sign up and get the kit. Now, I say that I probably shouldn't talk about this right now because I know this is going to make me highly, highly emotional. And to be honest, when I started the business, I had no intentions of ever selling it. I honestly just wanted to get the kit, and that was it. That was the only reason that I did it. And I know that I have a lot of girls on my team, and there's a lot of women in this business that started for that exact same reason. So I got my kit. I was contacted by the lady that I signed up under. Her name is Kristen. She's a dear friend now. She wasn't then. I didn't even know her then. And I posted a couple selfies with the mascara because if it was a Starbucks drink that I fell in love with or a restaurant, I would have posted that as well. So that wasn't out of the ordinary for me. It was a little weird to post a selfie because I wasn't a selfie person unless it was a picture with someone. So I told her, honestly, why do I do this is, first off, because I thought, okay, I can make a few bucks doing this. I saw that I could do that. And then I started thinking, okay, you know what? If I could make $300 a month doing this, that would just be cool, have some extra money. that doesn't come out of our household budget, maybe for some extras here and there. We took vacations. We own a home. We have cars. You know, we weren't struggling. I didn't need to pay the electric bill. There wasn't, you know, any stressful things in my life like that. But that has so changed. So a lot of you probably don't know this, but about 15 years ago, well, most of you do know this. A lot of you that might be listening to this on the replay or watching this on the replay don't know this, but I lost my husband, and it was devastating, and it was the absolute worst time of my life. And I grew up. I wasn't worried about myself financially. I wasn't worried about his kids. I knew we'd be fine. I grew up with a very hardworking mom who taught me how to take care of myself, and I didn't need a man to take care of me, and I didn't need to rely on anybody to take care of me, so I wasn't worried about that. But it was really hard. I lost the love of my life, and I knew that that was the end. And the really hard thing at the time, one of the hard things, was we had never spent a lot of time together. We hadn't really taken a vacation together other than when we went to Vegas to get married. We worked a lot. I worked a lot. He worked a lot. We worked close to each other, so we were able to carpool together, which was some of the best times that we spent together, was just in the car driving and talking and, you know, that kind of stuff. So we had finally decided that we were going to take the kids on a cruise. And we had bought tickets for a Jamaican cruise, Caribbean cruise, and it was stopping in Jamaica, and it was going to Mexico and Haiti, and we were super excited, and the kids were super excited, and these were his kids, my stepkids. I don't use the word step very often, but they were my stepkids, and we were super excited, and that was happening in August. And June 10th of that year, he passed away. And I had 4 tickets for a cruise, and I asked the kids what they wanted to do. If they wanted to go, if we should cancel it. I believe that my stepdaughter's grandmother had gotten me trip protection. That's who we bought the tickets through. And she had gotten me trip protection so we could cancel it. It wasn't a problem as far as the money. And the kids wanted to go. And I thought that was good. I thought, you know what? They need this. They need to go on this cruise, and we had planned to take some of their dad's ashes on the cruise with us so that they could feel that he was there, and you know, take him with us. So we did. And so we took my mom, Grandma Gigi, with us because there were 4 tickets. And, you know, even though we were sad and, you know, that it was a sad time, it was also a very, very memorable time. And I was just looking at some pictures that we had taken. Hi, Asenya! I was just looking at some pictures that we had taken when we were on that cruise, the 4 of us, and remembering and thinking about him. And, you know, I'm remarried now, and I talk to my husband about Randy, and I share things with him, and that was kind of something that I knew that if I ever met anybody else, they would have to be okay with the fact that he was my first love, and that I lost him, and he was very young, and I was very young. I was only 36 years old when he passed away, so I was a widow at 36. And I had worked the entire time that we had been together. He had worked the entire time that we had been together. And we had never, again, like I said, gotten to take a vacation together. We hadn't been able to do those types of things. You know, we built a house. We worked a lot on our house. We were always busy doing projects and this and that and the other thing. And so fast forward, about 6 years ago, well, about 8 years ago, I met my current husband after many years of never, ever, ever thinking that I would really, truly find that love, that I don't know how to explain it. That one person, I was always meant to believe, I always thought that there was that one person that that you found and that was it. And that's not true. So for anybody else out there who's been through something like that, it does happen more than once. And I was lucky enough for that to happen. And so we got married 6 years ago, and we work. Again, it's the same thing. It's working. It's getting up, going to work, coming home, getting up, going to work, coming home. The weekends come, you have to, mow the lawn, take care of this, do the grocery shopping, do laundry. It's the same thing. And so for 6 years, do we take vacations? Yes, we've been on a couple cruises. We've spent time in Alaska. We try to travel as much as we can because we both enjoy that. And we also love to take his son places that he hasn't been. And we try to experience life and love life as much as we can. And so then Younique came into my life 3 years ago, and I just kind of looked at it as a way to make a couple bucks here and there. Back up a little bit, was not a young girl that had a lot of self-confidence. Like I said, I didn't post selfies. That wasn't me. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had had a boutique before, an online boutique where I did pop-ups at people's houses. It wasn't direct sales, it was just me. It was a lot of work. My husband and my stepdaughter Lonnie were involved in that, but it wasn't getting me where I wanted to be. And I kind of had given up, like I hadn't really thought about it. It wasn't something on the forefront of my mind. I was looking for that swizzle stick, that invention that I would come up with that would, make us rich and give us the freedom and the financial freedom that we needed, that I wanted, but I hadn't thought about selling or having my own business in this form, right? So the person that I was talking to this morning says, why do you do this? Like, I know you own your home. I know you have a good job. I know, all these things. And so I shared this story with her, and I said, I got my kit. I just wanted the mascara, but I bought the kit because I wanted all that makeup for $99, right? And the kit now is even better, but that's not the point. So I got the kit and I made a few $100s my first month. And I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. Who knows? And then I had a couple people ask me about joining, and they joined, and my daughter joined, and she started growing a team. And two things that I started noticing was my self-confidence was changing. People were coming to me and asking me for help. I was making all these amazing friends. I was learning more about myself through personal development. I was learning more about loss. And it dawned on me one day that I don't want my current husband to pass away before we've done all these things that we've talked about doing together. And I'm not trying to be morbid, okay? I just learned at 36 years old that life is short. And I didn't know at 36 years old that I was going to be a widow. I mean, that was like, no way. That happens to other people, right? That happens to other people. It doesn't happen to me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to follow those leaders that are doing this. I'm going to have the passion, and I'm going to have the consistency that they keep talking about. And I'm just going to do it. I'm going to see what happens. And I did it. And one of the things that happened throughout my journey with Younique was I started seeing that I was having an impact on other people, other women, other men in my life, other people on our team. I started seeing that there was a lot of people that needed something, that needed to be uplifted, that needed to be motivated, that needed to be empowered. There was a lot of women out there that were hiding behind a keyboard on a computer. There's a lot of women out there that have zero self-confidence. There's a lot of women out there that are scared what people think about them, that they live in their shell because they're scared to get out of their comfort zone. And I was one of them. I totally was. And I also realized that where my life was not where I wanted it to be. It wasn't where I wanted it to be. I didn't want to get up every day and go to a 9-to-5 job, to come home, make dinner, go to bed, get up, come home, go to work, get home, come home, the same thing over and over and over and over again. And yes, I have a great job, and yes, I love my job, and I've been there for 20 years, and honestly, that's the only reason that I'm still there is because I've been there for so long. I don't need to be there, but I didn't want that to happen again. I didn't want history to repeat itself. And now I'm 50, and so now I'm getting older, and what if I pass away before I get to enjoy my husband? And he's 9 years younger than me, so he's going to live longer than me. So by the time he can retire, how old am I going to be? And I could just see this whole thing playing over and over and over and over again. And so that's why I do this. And it was such a complex answer, but yet it was so simple. Life is too short, because I don't want to build somebody else's empire, because I don't want to rely on somebody else for a paycheck, because I want to make sure that I can enjoy my family and my life before my life is over. Okay, I'm not middle-aged anymore, you guys. I'm above that middle-age mark. I'm over that hump of being middle-aged. I don't have half of my life left. Maybe I have 25 years left, good 20, a good 20 years where I'll feel like jumping out of a plane and going on these amazing vacations and all that. And my husband being 9 years younger, I want to be able to enjoy that with him. And so that's why I do this. And I also do this for all these amazing presenters that are on my team. I do this because I watch your lives change. I see women staying home with their kids. I see women going on vacations that they would never have gone on. I mean, I just was looking at one of my presenters' page who was in Nassau, Bahama with a few of the other girls on our team on the cruise this last October, there was one in October and then one in January, and it was so wonderful to see the camaraderie and the friendships that have been built through this business. And it's so amazing to see women texting me pictures of them sitting in a salon chair getting their hair done for the first time in 4 years because they can finally afford to do that, because they work their butts off, they work their tails off, and they're doing it for them. I have women on my team that are doing this just because they feel like they're only a wife and a mother. Well, only a wife and a mother is a big deal, but they feel like that's what they are. They're a wife, they're a mother. And now they're a wife, they're a mother, they're an entrepreneur. They're a wife, they're a mother, they own their own business. They're a wife, they're a mother. They have other interests in their life, and they have other women in their life, and they have that camaraderie. And that's what makes me do this. Because she said, you post a lot about it, and, I don't really understand what you have to gain from it. And, is it just because you want to make money, or is it bigger than that? Why is it you do this? And those were all the answers that I gave her. Those were the answers why I do what I do. Because of all those reasons. There isn't one reason. There's a whole team full of reasons. Tara's one of the reasons. Debbie's one of the reasons. Jamie, Lonnie, all the women that are on my team, all the people that make Team Fabulash what it is are my reasons. And because life is too short, and because I can't work 9 to 5 the rest of my life and attain the goals that I want to attain, and I can't have the family and the freedom and the financial freedom, just the freedom of not having a 9 to 5, being able to go, hey, let's take off for the week and go to Ireland or go to wherever it is that we want to go. Those are all the reasons. And so if she's watching, I didn't take it badly. I wasn't upset that she asked me that. I didn't take it as she was attacking me. She was literally just curious. And actually, I think she's going to join because she's been watching me for almost 3 years. And her curiosity was because she just didn't get it. Like, people say, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, or oh, it's this, or oh, it's that. And, they have in their mind why it is I do it. And I know that I have people on my team that are on my Facebook that think, oh, here we go, she's posting again. But you know what? I don't care. And I'm not trying to be mean, and I do care what other people think, but this is my family. This is my life. And it's not only my family, it's my unique family. These women are precious to me. These women are my friends, and I love them. So if you're struggling about what people think about you, or if you're struggling with having a 9-to-5, hi Pamela. If you're struggling with any of what I've talked about, I personally think direct sales is amazing, and unique is not for everybody. And all I want for the people in my life and the people that I care about is for them to find what it is they're passionate about and what makes them tick and what makes you wake up every morning. What makes you want to jump out of bed with gusto, jump out of bed with a new passion for life, whether it's makeup, whether it's wraps, whether it's Tupperware, whether it's leggings, whatever it is, you deserve to find what it is you're passionate about and go for it. And in the meantime, if you can become a millionaire, why not, right? Like, I think people that do business just to make money, when you first start, everybody does it to make money, obviously. But if you don't find that passion and what makes you tick inside, what makes you truly what makes you truly tick, you are never going to want to get up with that gusto. You're not going to want to go, wake up and go to work and do whatever it is that you do. And so when you find it, oh, thanks you guys. I'm sorry I'm not really reading the comments. I love you, Tara. Oh, Pamela, suicide is a horrible thing. I've been there. Hi, Tony. Thank you. I think all of us are amazing. I think women are amazing. I do. I truly think that when we were created to be amazing at everything that we do. And you just have to find what that is. What makes you tick? What makes you tick? Find it, figure out what it is, and go for it. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter. I'll be honest, I have girls on my team, it doesn't make them tick. I can tell they're not in it. Their want to stay home with their kids is not bigger than their why. Like they are not in it. This isn't what makes them passionate. And I hope they find what makes them passionate, because when you find it, nothing will stop you. Nothing. Not what people think about you, not money, not time, not anything in the world. You will now have no excuses when you finally figure out what makes you tick and what makes you want to get up every morning with gusto and help other women or whatever it is. And that's what makes me tick. If I don't talk to somebody, which I talk to numerous people, but I've had days where I don't really talk to anybody, I feel dead inside. I feel like, wow, like everybody's good. Nobody needs help. I want to help other women. I want them to feel the empowerment and the validity that I feel. After 47 years, you guys, of feeling unempowered, unvalidated, I never felt that. I never felt that. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. I never felt empowered, validated, and uplifted. Well, uplifted, sure I did. I have lots of friends and family that love me, but I never felt that way until 3 years ago. You're a kidnapper and you're like, good, we have tons of kidnappers. I love kidnappers. Kidnappers are what builds this business. So anyway, thank you for being here. If I missed, I'll go through the comments once I get off, but I have to go because I'm late. But thank you for being here. I love you guys. If you just joined us, go back and listen to the replay. It'll be up in a few minutes. And have an amazing hump day. My granddaughter does that much better than I do. Bye. Love you.